draw a line between A and B, state the coordinates, and also state the slope. Okay, well, it looks like I need to do some editing here, so hold on. Okay, so I'm not going to write down the names or the numbers anymore here, but I'd like to at least, if I remember, write down the y and the x axis. So that's what we should write first. So the top one here will be the y axis. Do that in red. And then the side-to-side one is the x-axis. So in terms of the points, I'm going to assume here that you know how to do this. So this is 2 to the left, so the x direction, so that's -2. And then 2 down, that's the y direction, also -2. And then the b direction, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. A positive 4, because it's a positive, so it's in the positive direction for x. And then positive 2 in the y direction. So again, right and up are positive, down and left are negative. So I had to go down and left, so that's why they're both negative, and then I had to go right and up, that's why they're both positive. Now, to find the slope, we're going to do our rise, and we're going to do our run. So you can take a look at this. Yeah, take a look at this. Do I have to connect the dots? Yeah, draw a line between A and B. Okay, well, there's a line, and we want to know the slope. So it doesn't really matter what you choose. I like to choose usually the one on the left. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 high. I overcounted 1, 2, 3, 4 high. So my rise is 4. And I'm going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 over 6. And because I'm moving right, that is positive. And that can be reduced to the 2 over 3. Now, what happens if you chose B to start? Will that get you a different slope? So let's start with B. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going, we should do our rise first, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So our rise here is 4, but it's heading down, so it's a -4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. Now we had to move left, so that will be a -6. So let's go here, a -6. Okay, sorry about that. So if I have a -4 and a -6, that negatives cancel out. And 4 over 6 is 2/3, which is exactly the same as what I had. So one way we'll have the positives and negatives change, but they both change, so they end up canceling each other out in the end. So it doesn't matter how you do this. I usually choose to start with the left. Okay, so let's try this again here, and hopefully by doing B and C, you'll kind of understand the pattern. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3, but it's going left, so it's negative. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's up, so it's positive. That's my A. And my B is 1, 2. So we're going 2 in the positive direction. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a -5 because you're heading down. Okay. I guess I could have done this Y and the X. And you could, by the way, if you want to, for all of these, you could label these. I wasn't going to do it, but it is helpful to see these points be 2 and -5, which is what I already had. And of course you can go backwards here too. Now I'm not going to be labeling it for this, but for some people who have who need to be able to spot, oh, that's -3 and 4, sometimes having those numbers written down are helpful. So let's connect these dots. Now again, I always start at the left, and I want to do my slope, which is my rise over my run. Now, I rise while I'm heading down, so it's negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 down, and then I go right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 that are down, so -9. And then 5. And because it's going to the right, it is a +5. Now that can't be reduced, so it's just -9 over 5. And you don't need to write that positive. It was just there for me to say that, hey, I moved in the right direction as opposed to the left direction. Okay, so we can do A here, what the coordinate point is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's -5. And then down 1, 2, 3. So down 3. Now B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, +5 in the x direction, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, +3. So it's +5 because it's going right, and then +3 because it's heading up. So those are my 2 coordinate points. Again, you could do some labeling if you wanted to for the x and for the y, but it is not necessary. Now for the slope, you can have the rise over the run. And I start, when I connect these here, I start at the left. So rise, I'm going up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm rising 6. So it's 6 up. So +6 because I'm moving up 6. You don't have to write the positive though. And then how far right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 to the right. And right is positive, so it's a +10. Oops, I want to change the color there. +10. So I don't need to write the positives again, but 6/10 can be reduced to 3/5. So my steepness or my slope is 3/5. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the hang of this. See what else here. What if the points are vertically or horizontally arranged? Well, we already answered that, but if the points are vertical, like that, and you connect the lines, remember that the drawing of the slider here, that if it's vertical, then the slope, so your m, will be infinity, which we say that is so steep, it is straight up and down, we say it does not exist. And if you are doing horizontally, here, I'm trying to make this that, so if you're doing this horizontally and you got this letter, well, what is that steepness? Well, the steepness is nothing, it's horizontal. So we say that the slope is 0. So that's what happens if the points are above each other or beside each other exactly, horizontally.